Welcome to Bare Budget. My name is Kezia. Me and my husband, we are trying to get ourselves out of massive amounts of debt. So we are transitioning to the zero-based budget cash stuffing method. I found it on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. I really think this is going to work for us. I have never done it before. Like back when I found out about it or learned about it like a long time ago, it was very boring and ugly. But now in like the YouTube universe, these videos got referred to me and now it's like cute and fun. So my husband and I are both visual learners. I did a preliminary run last week. I got a bunch of these envelopes on Amazon, and we've been spending out of the envelopes for about a week, and it's working really well so far. So since today is my first video, this is a binder that I already had. I have a shipment coming to me in a couple of days that I got off of Temu that is kind of like I put together my own little starter pack with binders and more envelopes and stickers and stuff. So today I'm just going to take you through my basic bills and sinking funds. Well, I won't talk about the bills, but I'm going to go through all of our sinking funds and I'm going to count all the money that I have left over from this past week, and I'm going to prepare for stuffing for next week. So I made all of these on Canva, these little budget sheets, because there was just a few categories, a few columns that I was trying to buy pre-made but there was just some things that I specifically needed in our finances that I just couldn't find pre-made, so I just made my own. If you would like these available for purchase, I can start a store. Leave me a little comment a comment in the comments if you would be interested in my little layouts. So today, and I created this channel to join the cash stuffing community here on YouTube, to not only keep me accountable, but to also share and help others. So like I said, I'm going to set up some sinking funds and then count the cash in all of our high priority and low priority sinking funds, because there's still some things that I need to go through. Like, I might as well take this out of the binder. This is a binder that I already had that I was using for something else. And so I just cleared this out because I loved the size of the binder. I just wasn't really using it for anything, but I have all of these leftover tabs and stuff. Okay, so starting from the beginning, we've got some bills. And again, bills, my husband and I have just moved across country the month of March, but we are still in transition. And things will continue to be in transition for probably the next couple of months. Bills I have to separate into first paycheck and second paycheck of the month. We moved because my husband got a new job, and I work from home. So the location, as long as I have internet, the location doesn't matter to me, but we moved because he got a new job. So the bills will be fluctuating. I will revisit that. Next, so our high priority sinking funds, I've got set up. I'll do a little overview first. So I've got the page where it's like an overview if I have a set goal. Not all of them, the categories I have set goals. And then I have the amount that I want to contribute to each weekly. And then if the items that have balances, how much is remaining till or that have goals, how much is remaining to meet the goal. And we have so far I have a lot of high priority I had to, on the next page. I'll explain as I go through each envelope what all of my little categories mean. So this is my cash withdrawal page. So all of our high priority that I've got listed broken down into denominations. So this is one of the main pages that I could not find. I needed like pre-printed. I needed a quarter column because we currently don't have, we live in our RV full time right now as we're in transition, and we don't have a washer and dryer. We have to go to a laundromat. Closest laundromat, the machines only take quarters, and they don't have a quarter machine. So I have to provide our own quarters, which means like this is really only existing for our laundry fund. So there's high priority. Our low priority sinking funds is like, it's a shorter list. Again, some things I've put set goals, which again, some of these are like fixed. We're lucky to be in a state that we only have to renew car registration every 2 years, and it's relatively cheap. So that's nice. Other things like my husband's business license and stuff, I can set aside like $2 a month because that he renews only 2 years as well. So that's kind of nice. And then again, cash withdrawal denomination broken down system for the low priority. Now the debts and account balances, I am not done listing those. That's still for another day, but there's a lot of them. So we'll set that aside for a different day. Now savings challenges, so far I've got set up. One of our main goal is to buy a small parcel of land to build our own house. Right now I'm setting the goal at 20,000. I did some light research on, we want to stay in this area within probably 30 minutes to 45-minute drive from my husband's work. And there is like, it's very possible to pay $20,000 cash for a decent sized piece of land. And then we also have some other like things that we need to sit, like some attorney fees and stuff we have to save up for. And then I'll also go through, I started a few savings challenges to save up. I'm using the challenges to save up for all of these things that I want to save for. And I wanted to share, one of the YouTubers, she was giving away this savings challenge. The channel is Dating My Budget. So hopefully you can see that a little closer. I printed that out. I liked this one because it was savings challenge for smaller denominations. Like it starts at $2. So $2 per star. And at the end, if you got all the stars, you'll have $1,100. So I'll set that aside. And then I also I went ahead and printed or created an online spending grid. Living in our RV, we live in the country. So I'm anticipating doing more shopping online than I do in a store. We live about 30 minutes from a city. And then the other thing that I haven't gone through is my husband and I don't really celebrate holidays, but we do love giving gifts. So not only at birthdays, we like giving like Christmas gifts and Easter gifts and stuff. My husband has 4 grandkids. We don't have any kids together, but I like setting up some gifting funds because we love giving gifts to the grandkids. Okay, so speaking of saving funds, while I'm on that, I'm going to take this out. And I just printed this on regular printing paper. And the size of my notebook is exactly half the size of a regular piece of paper. So an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I just make these smaller to fit on half, and then I cut it in half. So the savings funds that I wanted to add was, we want to do a high yield savings account for grandkid number 1, grandkid number 2, grandkid number 3, grandkid number 4. And a weekly amount, I was gonna do $2 weekly. I'll set up $2 weekly. And we don't necessarily have a goal. I just want to slowly put something together for them. And then I also wanted a month ahead account, which that does have a goal. I forgot to make a goal. Okay, month ahead, I'm gonna do 4,000. And then an emergency fund. And I wanted to set that at 500. Again, I'll probably turn these into like a high priority envelopes, or I'll use the savings challenges to fund these. So I'm not sure what the weekly amount of these is yet. So I'll count what I have in my savings and challenges last. Now I'll go through and count. I'll go back to my high priority sinking funds, and I'll write down what we need for cash this next week. So I'll come back to this. Okay. So this is week of April 1 through, we'll just do April 7th. We currently have, okay, these are the envelopes. There we go. So bills, for right now, I've created an envelope for bills of cash that I need to deposit into my bank account to pay the bills. I was able to deposit 1,000 the other day, but I have a remaining 40. The balance is 40. So bills, we've got 2040. Which again, bills are going to fluctuate, so having some extra in there is just fine for now. Not quite sure where to put this. Okay. So first up is food. I know we've got quite a bit stocked up. We've got a deep freezer full of food. We've got 20, 1, 2, and 3 left over from this last week. And I want a total of 80. I think I'll just take out what's left over here and I'll just get a fresh 80. So I'll do 20, I'll do a 50, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay. Next is gas. Gas is the most expensive. It is almost, let's see, we've got 30 in there right now. I've budgeted 80, but this needs to last us till the end of this week. Okay, 30, so, and we've budgeted 90. Gas is it's about $4.50 a gallon here. Depending on where you go, it fluctuates like 30 cents. It's insane. But let's see, we'll just do 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4 20s and a 10. Coffee, I budgeted $7. There's nothing in the coffee. We both got a iced coffee yesterday, so we'll need that funded this next week. We'll do 2 1s and a 5. Duke is our dog. He's a chocolate lab. We had to buy food for him this week, So we'll just do $120 for next, $120 bill for next week. Miscellaneous, I'm using as a buffer right now because, and I'm making it kind of a larger amount because I make mistakes. So we've got 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 in there. Like I had to reach into this miscellaneous to buy our the dog food because it was just like $24, I think. What did I say? 50 something, 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, 59. I'll go ahead and put 35 in there. So a 20, a 10, and a 5. Kezia spending, that's me. Weekly spending, I still have $40. So I'll go ahead and put another $40 in there. 220s is fine. Matt's spending, he only spent, I gave him 42. So we did 20. I'll give him another. Oh, that's right. So before I was breaking it up bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks. But then I changed it to once a week because it was, I think it ended up like as far as how we spend, it's easier to keep track of if I just stuff every week. Create my own bank and take out all of the money for 2 weeks, but then but only stuff it once a week. So that's why I had it at 40. So, okay, we're going to change that to, we'll just add a 20. And so I'll just add another 20 to Matt's spending. Eating out, I think we haven't used this. Yeah, 20. So I'll just go ahead and add another 20. Because eating out here, where we moved from eating out, we could eat out for 2 for $35, like with a tip. But here, where we moved to, it's like $55 or $60 with a tip. So I wanted to get it so we can eat out once a week, but we might have to save up for a couple of weeks for a little bit for us to eat out. But I have more spending categories that we can use, like date night. Like date night could include, we can go out to a movie or we can go out to eat, and that could be the date night. So that still has 20 in it. We haven't used it yet. So I'll just add another 20. Laundry does not have an envelope. Like I said, I have to have quarters for that, which I keep. I have 4 rolls of quarters in our safe. And then I have this that I got from the Dollar Tree that I keep loose quarters in. So I still have, I think I have $30 in rolls of quarters. So 3 rolls of quarters. And then these is every time, I don't count the change of the money we have left over. I'm not going to count change. I'm only going to count the bills. So we also have a change bucket that ooh, it's very heavy. We always collect change, but this one's almost full. So it's mostly pennies, but I think we're going to take it to, when we open up, we have to open up a bank account here in this area so that I can have more access to getting change, or we can take it to a Coinstar, but I know that Coinstar charges fees. Oh, but laundry, I'm not going to worry about laundry. We're good for now. I'm just going to cross this out so that I can easily see. We are good on laundry. Tools, I put 0 here. Normally every month I'm going to be funding at $200 a month for tools. My husband has to, for his job, he has to provide his own tools, and his tools get very expensive very fast. So we yesterday just went to the tool store, the Harbor Freight. I can take this receipt out. He had to get a new toolbox and an air gun. So we already spent, I had to up front, I put in a 520 because toolboxes are a lot. And he ended up he got a cheaper toolbox. He normally doesn't care about getting the expensive stuff, but because he also needed an air gun. Like, things are a little tight right now, so we should have 50, 70, 91, 50, 60, 70, $81. There we go. And I've got a cash tracker in there. $81 is left. So I'm going to skip this. I'm going to skip funding tools for this month, and I'm going to pick back up in May. So we're skipping tools. Weekend holiday, we love going to hot springs. I've got $100 in there right now. We love going to hot springs that's a couple hours drive from us, that it's attached to, I'm going to go ahead and put a 50 in. It's attached to a really cute boutique hotel that for the guests, you can soak in their hot tubs. That's on a hot lake. Like, there's hot springs right there. And it was renovated, I think in the early 1900s or maybe late 1800s. It used to be a mental hospital. And some people say that it's haunted, but it's in La Grande, Oregon, if you guys want to look it up. It's so cute, and it's called the Hot Lakes. But if you don't want to stay in the hotel, you can. They charge $20 a person to just go and soak. They reserve evenings every day. I think it's either evenings every day or just on the weekends. We haven't been there in a while. Where anybody can just come and soak for $20 a person. And it is worth it because it's very good mineral water, whatever you call it. Okay, next is eye care. I am desperately in need of an eye exam. I've got 15 in there right now. I'm also due for some more contacts and glasses. So I think I have like a 425 goal. So I'm going to put my regular 15 until I get that 110 and 15 until I meet that goal, because I'm really glad that I'm able to get on my husband's vision plan with his job. We just have to wait for the first 30 days in order to go active. Next is online shopping. I've got $10 in there right now. I'm going to put another $10 in there. It's one of the things that I now want to save up for is the nicer cash stuffing stuff, like cash stuffing binders and the prettier little envelopes and stuff and dashboards or whatever you call them. But what I actually want is I'd probably need like $300 to buy what I actually want. So that's a little bit down the line. I'm going to save up for that. I also like doing crafting stuff, but I think I also have a separate crafting, if I remember, budget. Haircut, Matt haircut. We've got $5 in there right now. I'm going to go ahead and add another $5. I usually cut his hair, but we might need to get a new buzzer, the hair buzzer thingy. Sometimes I prefer him going to a real barber, but we don't know anybody in the area yet. So for the time being, last night I cut his hair. So his money is either for a new razor, a buzzer, or because we just shave his head and he has a beard. I'm not the best at beards. I just kind of eyeball it. I think I do a pretty good job for eyeballing it, or money for it to pay a barber. Okay, next page of high priority is Kezia haircut. I am also in desperate need of a haircut, but my hair is very thick and it can be a hard time trying to find a hairdresser. I'm currently at $5 and I'm just going to add another $5. Supplements are for like our vitamins, our multivitamins, and I take I drink a green smoothie every day, and I like adding like a wheatgrass powder or some kind of a green powder to my smoothie. So currently I also have some other like health stuff that I do. So I did my regular supplements. For me to buy is $38. This might actually be the bi-weekly amount back when I was organizing it every 2 weeks, but you know what? I'm just going to give it $38 a week anyway. So we have 20, 35, 6, 7, and 8. So I'm just going to add another 38 to it. So we'll do 20, 35, 6, 7, 8. RV maintenance, like I said, we're living full-time in our RV for the time being. We've already had to buy a couple of things, so like this has changed from what I put in last week. It's possible we will be moving out in the next couple of weeks, possible not, so I'm just funding it just in case. So leftover from last week, we've got 20, 40, 60, 75, 6, and 7. 67, and I've got a weekly saving amount of 10, so I'll just put another 10. Okay, that's it for high priority. Let's move on to low priority. This is making me so excited, this method. It makes it so much fun. I never knew that this would be so much fun. I didn't know this existed like 2 weeks ago. And then all of a sudden it found me, or the YouTube algorithm, and oh wait, that's the wrong one. I want the denomination pages. Denominations. There we go. Cash withdrawal for low priority. First up, we've got Matte Self-Care. So this is, I'm putting together for like shampoo, toothpaste. I've got $5 in there for now. I'm gonna add 15, so 10 and a 5. And then Kezia Self-Care for me, I've got $5 in there too. And I'm gonna up it. I'm gonna do 25. These used to be $5 a week, but I upped it because I'd like to get stocked up on stuff like shampoo and toothpaste and stuff. Car wash. I don't know if we'll actually do the car wash. $6 in there right now. Most of the car washes here, well, in town, they're usually coin operated, quarter operated. Some of them might be debit card operated, so I might have to use quarters. We'll just do 10, 12. We'll just do bills for now. Medical, I think I wasn't sure what I wanted to contribute every month for medical. Right now there's $10. I'm just gonna keep doing $10. Crafts, I do love crafting stuff. I like going to the Dollar Tree, and I think this fund, there's $5 there. This fund might be my Dollar Tree fund for the time being. Truck maintenance, this is my husband's truck. I've got $10 in there right now. He recently had to do a lot of things to it. We had to buy all new tires for it. But that is in our debt category because we had an account at a Les Schwab, and he had to buy some fuses and stuff, but we did like some warranty work on it, so I think just $10 a week is just fine. We've got most of the stuff fixed. Truck registration, again, we only need to pay this every 2 years, and we just got it done couple weeks ago, so we won't be due until March of 2026, but we've got $5 in there now, so I'm just going to keep saving $5 a month. We'll just do a 5. Duke Vet, this is our dog. He's got $10 in there. He is due for tick and flea, the shot. I've got $6 a week, but I'm gonna change this. Like he's way overdue for a shot, so I'm gonna up this to 15. So we'll do a 10 and a 5. He also needs a bath, but we'll get to the bath. Gifts is a new category, and that I didn't print anything for and made into an envelope yet. Matt's business license I also is a new category that I just realized that I'm gonna have to, it's an every 2-year thing that I'm just gonna outright pay right now because it's due in like next week, but it's only $50 every 2 years. So, all right, well, I don't have an envelope for it. I already know that I just need to pay it, so maybe I'll just, won't confuse myself. I just know I have to pay that. Gifts I still have to create an envelope for, which I think I'm out of envelopes. So I'm gonna have to wait till my Temu order comes in because I ordered more envelopes. So we'll move on down to clothing, Matt clothing. I don't think there's nothing in there. This was a misprint on the backside that I just printed this label on. So we'll add a 5. And clothing for me is also empty, printed on the backside of a mistake. And I am in need of a few items, so I'll write down, yes, I'll write down a 10. Okay, and that is low priority. Lastly, I'm gonna count what I have in savings challenges for the time being. So savings challenges, these are the things that I'm gonna be funding. I haven't gotten savings challenges to fund these yet. So where is my, I've been keeping it in this envelope. I just have 4 for now. I purchased a printable. I'll link it down below. I don't remember the name of the shop on Etsy, but this is, this came in a pack of 100, it was a printable PDF file. There was 100 of these, and this is one that I love, coffee. And when my husband and I are out and about, we like getting like a little iced coffee or a little coffee when we're out. So I think I'm gonna make this my coffee fund because the goal is $150 for this one. So I currently have 21, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 25. And I've got cash tracker on the back. Next, even though this says clothing, I don't know if I'll put this towards clothing, or if I'll just end up putting it towards something else. I don't know. I just started, like, this seemed fun. Like, the goal amount was 700. And so I think I was going to put this towards our attorney fees, but I've got $50 in there so far. Next, land. We are saving up. For right now, I've got the goal 20,000, and I was able to mark off, let's see, how much is this? It should be 411. And we've got 100, 200, 300, 411. So at the end of this challenge, you will have $2,024. So I thought this could be the first chunk of land for my land fund, that once I get this challenge, that I can put it in our high yield savings account to sit. That was the thought behind that. Or maybe I can just find some savings challenges that are higher amounts. And then this is our attorney fees, which so far in this, I should have 300, 1, 2, 3. I had to take some hundreds from this to put it into tools because we had to, my husband needed to spend a little bit more money getting set up on this new job. And that is it for the video. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, next video, I'll be unpacking my little starter pack and setting up my binders. Until then, have a great day.